you don't really get to hear all the time.
And after 3 years of lies, smears, and slander, the Russia hoax is finally dead.
I'll get back to you when it's over. What's up? What's up? What's up? We're back in action. We are back in action, and I'm so glad all of you could come by and hang out with me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. It is the 30th of December, and I hope you all had an amazing Christmas. I hope you got to spend a lot of time with your family. I hope you got to take it all in. I hope it was just a great time. It should have been. Jack Attack, thank you so much for that super chat. Where we go one, we go all worldwide, son. Absolutely. This Great Awakening is on another level, as you could have seen from the podcast I put out today. But yeah, guys, you know, it's so nice to be back. I took about 5 days off just to be with my son. It was a great time to be with him, and we made the most of it. I spent some time with my family, and you know, that's what the holidays are all about, just shutting everything down and spending time with the ones you love. And you know, I think we're going to get more and more into that as we roll into 2020, my friends, because 17 has been telling us it is going to get biblical. As you can see from the podcast today, you know, they are talking about, they're dropping big words. You know, they're talking pedo, they're talking Bill Clinton, they're talking ritual abuse. I mean, this was in the intro video of my podcast today. 27 Sparkle, thank you so much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. That really does help the channel. You have no idea, especially with censorship. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even believe the keywords that they said, and it's all happening on Waters World, right? I think that's something that we need to start paying a lot of attention to. You know, don't spend too much time on Twitter because it can get addicting. You can get kind of separated from the outside world. A lot of dark stuff on there. You know, we had the bang bang that took place in Texas. I believe that's where it was, and all the churchgoers were armed, and they took out a guy before that guy took out a lot of people. Obviously, we all know that these are FFs. They're there to change the narrative, and you know, he got taken out because he's a piece of garbage, and deservingly, right? You know, but again, it's so nice to be back. It's so nice to see you all again. 2020 is going to be big for this channel. I'm going to have my head down. I'm going to be pushing in a right direction. There's going to be new things going on with the channel that I'm working out right now. And I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to have an awesome 2020. I think it's going to be biblical. I think that it's just going to get better and better. Another 4 years, another 8 years of Trump. I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done by a long shot, guys. I think this is going to be it. We have 17 back. He's posting some great stuff. They're posting some great stuff. So, I mean, it's just awesome. You know, it's just what a time to be alive and to experience this. One thing I want to talk about is this Schumann resonance. I mean, there's something to this that I'm baffled about. It's really interesting that this has been happening. I've never known about the Schumann resonance, but you know, until about a year ago, and I just think that it's been pretty stable until recently, and I think that has a lot to do with us. M. Sahammer, thank you so much for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Love the sticker, thumbs up, top notch, right? And Jeff George, absolutely. Ice-T posting a 17, where we go one, we go all tweet, open many eyes. He was trending today with almost 16,000 retweets. It's getting out there. You know, I don't know if he did it intentionally. I've seen both sides of that, but you know, it is what it is. Mike Johnson, what's up, my man? The best is yet to come. Happy New Year. Right back at you, Mikey. Thank you so much for those super chats. I greatly appreciate it. You know, you can also donate by going to the PayPal and Patreon. We have both of those that Google doesn't touch. It goes directly to the show. So also, if you want to hit that up as well, you can, and you can super chat down below, as so many great patriots have been doing it. I greatly appreciate it. It's just a $ below, and I'll mention that closer to the end of the show as well. I don't know what's taking place on planet Earth. I think it has to do with God. I think it has to do with, people don't like this word. They don't like it. It's New Age, which I think that's a stupid terminology. I totally, disavow it. I think it's set there to make psyop. It's called, division, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. I think it's some form of ascension, great awakening, whatever you want to call it. I think we're moving in a direction, a bottleneck, if you will. All these timelines are bottlenecking into this. This is what's happening, and we're seeing a change in people, right? We're seeing it. People are saying Merry Christmas again. I didn't hear one person. I moved to a fairly big city. I did not hear one person say Happy Holidays or Merry Xmas or any of that. None of that jazz. I heard him say Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful new year. That's amazing. Savannah Sputnik, thank you so much for that super chat. 2020 will be awesome for all of us. Hey, we're here to witness it for a reason. Love Vibration Nation says, believe this. The satanic cabal puts out bad energy to all we love and to God. America, Trump on Twitter. Pray for protection before you go online, guys. Be smart. Put the full armor of God on, like 17 says. I completely agree with you. Thank you so much for that super chat. And you're absolutely right. They create this. They create the wars. They create the debt. They create this blanket of negativity, right? And it really does affect us. It causes depression, causes suicide, causes many things. It causes a breakup of families, a breakdown of yourself. It's pretty awful. Melissa Bush, thank you so much for that super chat. Keep up the good work and Happy New Year. 2020 is going to be a blast. Merry Christmas as well. Right back at you, Melissa. Thank you so much for that super chat. Baby Yoda, can our co-creative reality be influencing this human resonance? Can our co-creative reality? Yes. Yeah, I think the human consciousness, we're all rising up as once. I think we're the reason. What else is it? I don't know. I've seen so many different numbers on so many different levels where, hey, is it 300 million? Is it, 300,000 people follow this movement? I think it's a lot. And I think if you think of Hong Kong, Yellow Vest movement, you're seeing a lot of people that are in power, that are globalists, that are just stepping down. They're being exiled. This is what they're doing. David Hamrick, longtime listener, longtime follower. Thank you so much, David, for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it, my man. I think that's what's happening. And it's something that, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion, I think that we're here to do that. And if you go back, I was listening to some old speeches from POTUS, and a lot of what he says resonates with what's going on right now. I was looking at some posts earlier today as well. I can check that out real quick. Boom. Let me see here. Right. So we could see down here. 3,771. I'll bring it into view for you real quick. 3,771 blew my mind. This is from yesterday. The truth will be told. He is guaranteeing that it will be told about the murder of SR for leaking the DNC emails to WikiLeaks. Now, what does that entail? That entails the Podestas, the Clintons, Soros, so many, all the way up to Obama. This is going to encompass all these people. There's no running. There's no hiding. This is it. If he's guaranteeing us, if 17 is guaranteeing us that the truth will come out about SR and what took place, that he was not robbed because nothing was taken off of his body. They had their foot soldiers, probably some agents. They say MS-13, probably some agents, went out there and took him out. That's what they did. And then they blamed it on a murder and it was swept under a rug and it was never heard from again. But it's starting to get back out on the news. And I'll show you that video here in a second. I was going to put it in the podcast today, but yeah, as you can see, the podcast was over 30 minutes. Usually they're about 18 at most. I just had so much to get back into. I wanted to bring you a really good podcast. We talked about Tom Hanks, and God only knows why he wants to go to Greece. I mean, he's getting, I believe it's the Golden Globes, as Shannon told me. I think I said Emmy in the podcast, but you got the drift. You know, they're going to be they're going to be celebrating Ellen DeGeneres with her Jeffrey's Island temple background, and and Tom Hanks, who makes Cappy disappear and posts these things on Instagram and whatever. Jennifer Small, why now about SR? We've known for years. Why now? Because it's all part of the plan. You can't drop it so soon. This is a work in progress, perfection rather. It takes time. You've got to leak this out drip by drip. It's a death of 1,000 paper cuts for the deep state. You know, this is what they do. They know what they've done. It's just a matter of time. We drop bombs. We drop one fact a week. You know, that's usually the way that we see it. It's a fact a week that hits the mainstream media, right? I believe we already know. We're prepared, right? We knew about Jeffrey 2.5 years ago, right? That's why I tell my normie friends out there. I was like, go out for a beer or go out to dinner or something. I'll be like, yeah, I already knew about this. I knew about this 2.5 years ago, and they're baffled. They're like, how did you know? I said, well, I follow the boards. They know of it. They know of the boards, and they're skeptical, but they're open. They're becoming more aware of it. They're saying, hey, I grew up with Thomas, known Thomas for, 25 years, and he hasn't been wrong yet, because 17 is not going to lead us astray, right? I think that if we put at this moment in time, if you're doubting what's going on, I don't know if you'll ever come around, and maybe that's your path. I don't know. I just know that what I know seems to be unfolding properly. It seems to be folding accordingly, and I'm very stoked about it. I think that this is very important, and I think that we're here to witness it. That's my personal opinion. What I want someone to do, I want someone to call in who knows about this Schumann resonance. And I know there's some of you out there that do know, and we need to get into that. I think that would be a good topic of the day. I know it's open forum. We could talk about whatever you want to, but I really want to kind of just stay in that wheelhouse of that, because I think it's very important. And it is what it is. I think that we're having a lot to do with it. I think it's biblical, to be honest. I think that we need to know. I think that people aren't I don't think people are too sure about what it really means. It's definitely, we are. Brian Foltz, we are. Please explain those graphs to Schumann. Yes, Brian, that's what we're about to do. We're going to have some people I know who do know a good bit about it, and we're going to get into that today. I can give you like a brief overview of it, all right, so I'll just give you a brief. It's probably going to be from Wikipedia or something like that. But if you haven't looked at this, we'll look at this. We'll go ahead and look at it right now. The Schumann resonance is a global electromagnetic resonance named by a physicist, Winfried Otto Schumann, who predicted it mathematically in 1952. So it's not that old. The Schumann resonance, SR, are a set of spectrum peaks in the extremely low frequency, the ELF, portion of the Earth's electromagnetic spectrum. Why is it essential to our health? This is kind of interesting. The Schumann resonance vibrates at a pulse of 7.83 hertz, and it is said to be the heartbeat of Mother Earth. How beautiful is that? When a person's brainwave resonates with 7.83 hertz, it has been shown in scientific studies to be an essential requirement for the physical and psychological health. So, when you see these big blasts, when you see these giant white images that are usually the graph is showing blue and a little bit of green, and then the brighter and brighter it gets, closer to white, something intense is taking place. And I believe it was like 2 weeks ago, it's supposed to be 7.83. It was up to like 158. And then the one from yesterday lasted for 8 hours, and I do not know what that hertz was, but it's supposed to be 7.8. And the other day it was 158. and there were blips. It was just like, and we're supposed to be able to feel it because it's resonating from Earth. This electromagnetic field, we're 60% water, 70% water. It's definitely going to have something to do with us. I mean, it's just all around us, right? I mean, it's right. It was beautifully said. It's Mother Earth's heartbeat. And I know planets, I believe planets are alive. I think everything's alive. And, if something is blasting an energy from within itself for 8 hours, and if somebody knows what that number was, I didn't see what the number was. I kind of didn't really look for it, but I did show you the graphs. So it's something that has a lot to do with, I believe, us. I really believe that. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. I'll say one more time, if you guys want to donate, you most certainly can. If you find this informative, you can go to the super chat, you can go to the PayPal or Patreon, and all those links are in the chat. So check that out. Let me go ahead and bring in the call-ins. Here's the number right here. Actually, if I knew how to use a computer, Thomas, here we go. Boom. First number is East Coast. The second number is Central. The third number is West Coast. And the meeting ID number is down below. That's all you have to do to type in and call in. What 8 hours? Which time zone? I don't know, D-Doll. I don't know. I don't know the time zone. 8 hours of a constant hertz of a blast of energy for 8 straight hours. I think it was in the middle of the night, like 2:30 in the morning. So I know there's like ascension. Ascension symptoms that we can, look into. You do that now. So, whatever, what are we going to do about it? I don't know. I think it could be good. I think I think it's a good thing, to be honest. So, we can look into that, real quick. And I wonder if 17's spoken about that at all. Ascension symptoms. Symptoms of ascension. Here we go. Let's check this out. Symptoms of ascension. Ascension is the process of what's happening right now, a spiritual awakening. But people are like, that's new age. Oh, no, it's not. It's just that word is gross. New age is gross. Symptoms of the ascension. Ascension is the process of a spiritual awakening that moves you into a higher level of consciousness. When this happens, you may experience some ascension symptoms. Through the process of ascension, your vibrational frequency, which we all know is true, we all are vibrating at a certain level, frequency becomes lighter. This requires the discarding of egoic thinking and moving into a lighter realm of light and love. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful, right? So it's like, I don't know. I think that's what's taking place. Who's feeling more loving? Who's become closer to God? Who's gotten their faith back? I know I'm under all three of those. I don't think it's a coincidence at this point. I think it's something that, excuse me, we can all just take into account. I think that's what we're supposed to do. So take it for what it is. I think that you should all be really trying to go in that direction of being lighter, more loving people. I mean, it's called the Great Awakening, and this is a spiritual awakening. I think that we're all becoming closer to one another. It's beautiful. I mean, all of this is resonating with Earth, Mother Earth's heartbeat, a frequency. We are on frequencies, and it's beautiful. I think it's supposed to be, and I don't think it's anything to fear. And I think we're supposed to go along with it and just try to be the best people we should be, Christ-like, walk in the footsteps of Christ. And I think if we all did that, we treated everyone like we wanted to be treated, then, I think that things would be a lot better, right? And again, we've been under a hex, a spell for thousands of years. Thousands of years we've been under this demonic entity, whatever it is, the devil. I don't know what the hell you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. And these people worship deities. And they've probably cast something on all of us. That's what they've done. And, you know, we've been under a control. We've been under a lullaby of just absolutely harsh, negative oppression. And, you know, that's what this is. And this is the shell that we are breaking out of, you know. And I think the best thing you can do if somebody's trolling you or somebody doesn't believe you is just to say, well, you know, I hope you see otherwise one day later. You know, and I think that, you know, I hope you find God, and that's all you can do. I think I posted a tweet the other day talking about that I ran into my first SJW in the city that I live in, and I thought that I've never seen anyone act like this. You know, she was a pretty girl, and you know, she completely lost her mind. Lost her mind when I said I was for the wall. She went from acting one way to a completely other way. She didn't even act human. Very disturbing. It's complete brainwashing. I don't blame her. I blame the assholes that did this to us, right? And that's what they are. You know, we get loose on here, right? We do. I keep it more professional on the podcast, but this is my platform is your platform, right? But just keep it clean in the chat, okay? Because I don't want to get flagged for saying something non-PC, right? Let's go ahead and talk to some people. Let's do this. Hey, welcome to True Reporting Live. What's up? Where you from and what's your name? Hi.
Oh, hi. I have to shut off.
Yeah,
your
go ahead and shut
volume.
that scream off. There you go.
Yes, let me shut that off because it's like when you call in on the radio. Anyhow, this is Dr. Nancy, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, Nancy. It's good to have you aboard.
I sent you a Christmas card.
Thank
kind
you.
of belatedly from Barstow. But anywho, I'm calling to clarify about something our favorite Anon had posted yesterday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a longtime California Republican.
Oh, good for you.
And I was our Trump alt delegate
Mm-hmm.
to the RNC 2016.
Nicely
and
done.
And the Trump team placed me in the front row
Mm-hmm.
4 nights in a row. So I was a pom-pom girl in high school, so I was able to lead the cheers, shouting down first day the cruise bots who were trying to disrupt the convention. And then the next 3 days we were shouting things like, lock her up. And
nice.
We were very loud, and I just thought, oh, this is my whole life's, you know, as a pom-pom girl, this is why I was brought here, you know. Sure. But because these other people, I'm trying to think of a nice word about constipated country club Republicans, but they do not get up and shout, okay?
No.
I'm an urban Republican like Trump.
Sure.
But these suburbanites, country clubs, you know, you say, come on, get up and shout, lock her up. And they're going, oh, duh, you know.
Yeah.
So I had to yell and scream at them, you know, to get them. And finally I got them enthused. And, well, this one gal from Texas came over
mm-hmm.
because her delegation were full of cruise bots. So she sat with me, you know, she was a delegate from Texas. So she helped me. But anyhow, so I'm talking about what was he saying yesterday? Well, our favorite Anon posted some retweets by people who had seen Californians getting things in the mail.
Yes,
but this
correct.
was misinterpreted. This was not voter registration forms, okay? And even the young Anon, what's his name, Tiger, who's head of QMAP.pub, I can't contact him because he doesn't have an email anymore. But anyhow, he even posted a false headline saying these are voter registration forms. They're leaving the Republican Party out. No, they're not voter registration forms leaving the Republican Party out. What they are, I think, are but I've been banned from Twitter, so I can't really ask these three patriots on Twitter what these forms really were. But these are people who, in California, who are registered declined to state. I think they were sent these forms by their county clerk to ask, by law, do you want an absentee ballot? And I think I didn't get one of these forms because I've been registered absentee Republican for decades, you know. So I didn't get one. I might have got a form actually saying, you're a registered Republican, do you want an absentee ballot? Mm-hmm. I think I got one about a month ago, and I said, why are they sending me this stupid form and asking me this stupid question? You know, because I didn't understand that this was what they were doing. But anyhow, the Republican Party of California doesn't want people who aren't registered Republicans to get a Republican absentee ballot.
Right. So either way, it's crooked, because I'm looking at it right now.
No, it's not crooked. That's why the forms are asking people. I think only the people who got these letters were not Republicans. Okay. I think. Now, if they were Republicans, that's a problem. But I think they were declined to state, and they were being asked, do you want to get one of these ballots? But the Republican Party of California was the one who said to them, don't put us on that list. So it was the Cal GOP, aka CRP themselves, who did this because they didn't want Democrats voting Republican. Okay. Now, the thing is, it doesn't really matter in California. And I think some of these Twitter posters were out-of-state people who were visiting their California relatives for Christmas. And they saw these letters and they got outraged. But they didn't understand that our primary, which is going to be very early now in March,
okay,
it doesn't have, it's the only office that it matters. There's two offices that matters. It's president. Only the president primary matters if you're a Republican. Mm-hmm. So the Republicans are going to get one to say Trump. If you're a Democrat, you're not going to get a ballot that says vote for Trump in the primary.
Well,
and if you're declined to state, you're not going to get a ballot that says vote for Trump. But a lot of these declined to state, and most of these people don't understand all this complicated stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a mistake the Cal GOP made, that they didn't understand. I understand they don't want Democrats voting Republican, but in getting our ballot, but they didn't understand that all these millions who don't understand the system, they don't understand. If you're declined to state and you want a Republican ballot, you have to get your behind down to your county and you need to register Republican.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Then
I agree.
You should get a Republican ballot. You should get a letter saying, do you want a Republican absentee? And then if you don't get that letter by, maybe January 30th or January 15th or whatever, mm-hmm. Within 2 weeks after you registered Republican, you need to go find out why, okay? Because that would be the problem.
Absolutely.
See, so that's what I wanted to explain. And I'm so thankful, Tommy, that you're on here, because I had been so frustrated because I couldn't go on Twitter directly to these three patriots. And you know how I got knocked off of Twitter 2 days before the election in 2018 in November?
No.
Was because I posted the 1-800 FBI San Diego office voter fraud number
that'll do
on
it.
Twitter, and I hashtag voter fraud, which is just what our favorite Anon told us later on, that you don't ever post that hashtag voter fraud on Twitter. Maybe we could use Pig Latin like Oderve, Audfrey, or something like that. You know, but don't post that on Twitter because you will be kicked off. I was kicked off within an hour.
They're strict. Nancy, I appreciate the phone call. I got so many more great, observation.
But voter election, California's voter integrity project, California, please volunteer, be boots on the ground.
There you go.
To make sure your elections are legal. Thank you very much, Tommy.
All right, we'll see you.
Happy New Year.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
Hello and welcome to True Reporting Live. Who is this and where are you from?
Hi, this is Ginger.
What's up, Ginger? How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm good.
Excellent.
I had a little bit of information about the resonance that you're talking about.
Go for it. People want to know.
What is happening right now is, and I started learning about this a few years ago, and that's how I got involved in all this interesting stuff here now.
Okay.
But the Earth is shifting into the fourth dimension, and it is changing its vibration.
Sure.
So people on Earth, they have to raise their vibration in order to go with the Earth. There will be a lot of people that you just will never see again. You know, I mean, they don't drop off the Earth, but these people with lower vibrations will remain down on a lower level than what, it's ascension. And right now the Earth is moving into, it's called the Golden Age.
Correct.
Every 25,000 years, you change your age. So we're into the Golden Age, we're the closest right now to Source.
Correct.
So that's pretty exciting right there in itself. And everybody needs to get their vibration up. So that just being positive, like we're being.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta, keep the vibration high, be loving, and I think we are getting closer to Source. I feel it. So we are in the right direction, and I think that if we didn't come along with POTUS, and I think that if 17 didn't come along, I think we'd be in a ton of trouble. But I think we're on the right direction, and you make complete sense. I do believe this is the golden age. I believe that we're here for a reason, and it's time to raise our vibration. And I totally agree.
It's all tied together.
100% tied together.
Yes.
I totally agree. Okay,
well, thank you. I love you. Love your show. I listen to you all the time, hon.
Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful New Year and a great night.
Thank you. You too.
All right,
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye-bye. Yeah, guys, she's right on the money with that. Let me see. I know we had a couple super chats here. Let me find them. Love Vibration Nation. Thomas, look up Edgar Casey, American Prophet. Okay, Edgar Casey. Let's do that here in a minute. And I know Sunny Skies just dropped one. Where did that go? Here we go. Happy New Year to everyone. May we all be blessed and the truth will come to light. Absolutely. Thank you, Sunny Skies. I appreciate that. I totally agree. I think that the truth will come to light. And I think that if you think otherwise, I don't know. I think it's time to, I don't know, maybe get right. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a guy. A guy who just, tries to inform other people. I don't know. This is me, right? And I'm not going to stop doing this. Edgar Casey. So let's see what the hell this is, right? Edgar Casey. I'll bring this up over here and check it out. Who is Edgar Casey? Maybe I should know. Maybe you know. Edgar Casey. Here he is, the second person in line. Edgar Casey. All right. What do you guys think about this? Edgar Casey, March 18th. So he's a Pisces, was an American clairvoyant who answered questions on subjects as varied as healing, reincarnation, wars, Atlantis, and future events while claiming to be in a trance. A biographer gave him the name the Sleeping Prophet. That's extremely interesting. Edgar Casey was an American self-professed clairvoyant who answered questions on subjects as varied as healing, reincarnation, wars, Atlantis, and future events while allegedly asleep. A biographer gave him the Sleeping Prophet. A non-profit organization, the Association for Research and Enlightenment, was founded to facilitate the study of Casey's work. Oh, that's extremely interesting. I would love to do a podcast on that. That is really cool. Thanks to sending that in. Very cool. Very cool. Welcome to True Reporting Live. Who is this and where are you from?
Thomas, it's Kirk from Lagardo.
Hey, Kurt, how are you?
I'm doing good, dude. It's funny you're right there on Edward Casey. I have a friend here who's all about the Edward Casey. He was something back in the time, and he had a lot of things that is true about healing the body and spiritualness. But I meet with the Lord every morning, Thomas, and
Sure.
I got some words from the Lord here for our fellow listeners.
Okay, real quick, let me do some super chats real quick. They're coming in quick.
Do your super chat.
Ginger Benson, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate the support. It's great to have you aboard. And a big one, my friends, from Bjorn Beats. Sent in a nice super chat. It says, Thomas, please, you have to look up the Wallenberg family in Sweden. They own the majority of the world's telecom infrastructure. You can't spy on others without telecom infrastructure. Ericsson, investor, Sweden equals cancer. So let me write that down because that's very interesting as well. It is called, look up the Wallenberg family. Wallenberg family. Which I believe I've heard of before. Somebody has talked about this before. It may have been you, Sweden. So that might be something that we can check out. Thank you so much, Bjorn Beats, for that incredible super chat. I greatly appreciate it, man. I guess you're from abroad, so thank you so much. And I believe there was one more before we get back to Ken. Where are we going? Here we go. Real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Real quick, I want to get everyone in here. Ginger Benson got her, and who else do we have? Was that it? Yep, that was it. All right, my man, go for it. My bad.
All right,
Get some
Lord
words
God,
of wisdom.
Yes.
Go
the
for
Lord God loves His creation,
Yes.
and will see it to completion. These are Psalms. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be broken in their devices that they have imagined. And this is where we are. For the word of the Lord is right, and all his works are done in truth.
I agree.
For thou hast made him a little lower, this is us, than the angels, and hast crowned them with his glory and honor. These are us. O Lord, my God, in thee I do put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me. The Lord shall judge the people. He shall judge me and you, O Lord, molding to the righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dwelt bountifully with me. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and their blessed covetousness, whom the Lord abhorreth. These are the wicked, and we are the good.
Well, that's I love that. You know, I think that we have got to have faith, and we have to trust in the Lord, because if we don't, then what is faith, right? That means you don't have it. That means that you are walking blindly. So I think that
you're walking blind on this earth.
You're walking blind, and you can fall into a pot or a manhole if you're not worthy. And what I mean by that is that, you know, you're vulnerable. You're extremely vulnerable if you're not walking in the footsteps of God.
We're in the time of the light, and this is it. You know that.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
All right, my man. I love you.
Love you too, my man.
Thank you for letting me read those Psalms to y'all.
Loved it.
I get them every morning. I haven't got them in a while, but I got 2 in a row, and I had to share that one for you. That was December 29th, which was yesterday. But where we go one, we go all, and we're all in it together, my brother. I love you.
Love you too, my man. Have a wonderful evening, and have a great New Year too.
Amen.
Amen,
God
my
bless
man.
Texas.
Absolutely, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Well said. Did you guys like that? Because I certainly did. I like that. Short and sweet, and it gets to the point, and I think we got some great people. We have great people who really follow this channel. They follow the work that I put out there. Again, we all listen to one another. This is why I created a platform where you guys can, jump aboard and say, hey, you know what about this? What do you think about that? We had somebody call in and really kind of clarify what the Schumann resonance is and what's taking place. It's the golden age. It's frequencies in all of us. And we have a lot of intelligent people who are part of this and who have been a part of this for a very long time. And for that, I'm grateful. We're going to go into this new year different. I think that we will most certainly come into another timeline where we are extremely loving, especially when you start eradicating negativity, which we're doing day by day. I mean, we don't want to be like these people. Hollywood's crumbling. We don't put any effort. We don't put energy into their garbage, and for that they die. They crumble. Because why? Because we are the ones that give them the money. We are the ones that show them attention, and we feed them the energy that is our energy, and they besmirch it and they smother it, and then they poison us. And I'm no longer affiliated with ever doing that ever again. And that's the end game. The end game is that we separate ourselves from the shit. That's what it is. That's what they give us. Garbage. And we're separating ourselves from it all, and with that, they fade into the darkness. This is what happens, and we rise. And this isn't some, just rambling. I really believe that's what's taking place, and it's going to take place extremely quickly. So be ready for it. I think it's going to be extremely important that we take notice in it. Hey, welcome to True Reporting Live. Who is this, and where are you from?
Hey, Thomas, man, it's Aiken, brother.
What is up, Testosterone? How are you, my man?
Hey, good, brother. Yeah, just calling to wish you, a happy new year and everything, man. You're getting there, brother. I mean,
thanks.
Yeah,
dude.
the frequency. Like I said, I probably don't sound so crazy now that you probably learn a little bit more about.
I never thought you sounded crazy. I know about this stuff.
I mean, some people might actually think that,
Sure.
when somebody calls, be like, yo, man, the government's weaponized frequencies and shit.
Sure.
With stigmata on everything, a lot of people don't believe that shit. But,
No.
Like I said, it is what it is. And I'm just glad that people are seeing more of it and they're actually talking about it. I mean, like I said, more people have awoken within the last year probably than anything. And it's everything they're doing to stop it is blowing up in their face. And, 2019 year, the boomerang come back around hitting them, and
Sure.
that's what it is. Like I said, with the Seth Rich thing again, it's being brought up, and I've noticed, just recently that I've noticed it, but since it's been on, everybody's posting about, Seth Rich, Seth Rich died by MS search. Yeah, he did, but he survived, and nobody's talking about it, man. And if they did the research, they'd find out that Seth Rich actually, he was living through surgery, folks. He made it out of surgery. He was in critical but stable position or condition. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, certain people came there, and then all of a sudden, he went into cardiac arrest. Now, if you get in the medical field, you'll find there's certain drugs that they give these people. If you give them at the wrong time, it will cause a cardiac arrest.
Sure.
In my opinion, somebody went there, and it's documented because they all knew about it. You even pointed out some names, Podesta for one. They're all on video. Like I said, if you go and learn about opposite, they're all on video admitting to this, talking about Seth Rich. Literally, we got the whistleblower. We know who he is. He's being taken care of. All these people are, that's why Q's telling you, eventually people are going to catch on to what I was saying, and they're going to learn about it, and they're going to see that all these people, like I said, you got to think mirror, you got to think opposite, you got to think reverse. That's be level with these people. I mean, you're not, a lot of people ain't going to comprehend this shit, dude. That's what I've been trying to say. But I love you, brother. I love your progression, man. I can definitely see you're learning more. And man, you don't judge people. And I'm not saying you, I mean, it's like people in general, but you've always given people the freedom to, speak their mind, dude. And that's why I said, dude, I'm proud of people like you that I served for. And that's what I've always thought I fought for, brother. So thank you.
Alien, I appreciate it, my man. It's good to hear. I haven't heard from you in a minute, so it's good to have you back aboard. And I hope you have a beautiful New Year's. And I think 2020 is going to be something to remember, my friend.
I hope so, brother. Yeah, you stay safe out there.
You too, my man. Take care. Thank you. And again, my friends, that was Alien Testosterone. Been with us for a long time. Good guy. Fought for our nation, too. So hats off. Thank you, my friend. Bjorn Beats again says Sweden is a small country, but they are very sharp. Check out this account on Twitter. A lot of good info here. Yes, send that to my DMs, my man. Bjorn, please do that, because I know links in the chat don't do so well, not so hot. So send it to me. TRUreporting, right? Follow me, I'll follow you back, all right? And I'll check it out for you. Thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. We'll look into it real quick. We're talking about SR. I know Alien was saying a lot of keywords there, but I think it's better than actually it being. Put SR in the chat, my friends. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and check out. And again, my friends, we have over 1,000 people in the chat, so thank you. Jamie Lavender, what is up? Thank you so much. Happy New Year's to all. We are ascending, no doubt. I feel it every day. Check out QDrop 3587, please. What are your thoughts? All right, 3587. We'll go ahead and look at that real quick. Thank you for that super chat, Jamie. 3587. Ba-da-bow, doo-doo, bang, bang, boo-doo-boo. What do I do that? I don't know. What do I do those sound effects? I don't know. Is it strange? Maybe. What'd she say? 3587. Oi, we gotta go find it. Shouldn't be too far down. Actually, it is gonna be so. Can you just type in the number? Where do you go? Right here. Optional 3587. 3587. Check it right here. Indictments coming in 2019. Indictments coming 2019. Hey, we have 2 more days. And I've already gone over this once before that, Barr has already issued 8 out. So they are coming. Could be tomorrow. Who knows? I don't know. Very special. I think that they are coming sooner than later. And they've already been coming. So, again, my friends, please, if you have not yet, please follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. We just hit 20,000, and I was so stoked. I wanted that number before we went into 2020. So thank you guys for doing that. I post a lot on there, right? I post a lot on there and a lot of updates. So definitely check that out. I would greatly appreciate it if you did check that out. Check this video out. This is the one we're talking about, SR. Please do not post his name in the chat, because that is definitely a keyword. They do not want anybody talking about it. So here, check this out. Tell me if you can hear it. If you can't, we'll fix it. All right. This is from Code Monkey. So listen and learn.
Seth Rich, who was murdered last summer. A federal investigator telling Fox News that an FBI forensic report of Rich's computer showed he made contact with WikiLeaks through a former reporter and London-based WikiLeaks director, Gavin McFadden.
And again, my friends, this is from yesterday. This isn't an old clip, right? This is on Fox Business News. And again, this is out in the open.
The investigator told Fox News Rich provided McFadden with more than 44,000 emails, nearly 18,000 attachments. Rich was murdered near his D.C. home on the morning of July 10th. But his wallet, his cell phone, his watch not taken. WikiLeaks 12 days later published internal emails showing top DNC officials trading ideas on how to hurt Senator Bernie Sanders at the polls, and those emails resulting in the resignation of Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who was the chair of the DNC, and the DNC's 3 top officials because of the obvious conclusion portrayed in those emails between the DNC and the
Do you understand the magnitude of that? Do you understand the magnitude of that? That we've known that. We've known that. And it's on Lou Dobbs. You know how many people watch Lou Dobbs? Millions. Right? That was yesterday. And it's coming out now. That's crazy. That is actually out there on mainstream news. Right? Telling you. It's coming out. There's nothing to stop it. You can't run. You can't hide. The light is shining onto the dark corners of what in the hell these people have been doing, right? I just showed you a video earlier from the intro video of the podcast today. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Waters Report, whatever it's called, Waters World. They're talking about ritual abuse. I've never heard that word on national television before in my entire life. We're talking about a former president that is ritually sexually abusing children. Former president, right? We're hearing the term pedo. You know what? We're hearing that now. We're hearing Jeffrey up and down the boards. It's going to come out, right? We're not living in some fantasy world. We're awakening, and it's happening very fast. People are like, it's slow. Where are the arrests? They're happening. Nexium, right? Jeffrey, right? All these CEOs resigning, 48,000 indictments. What do you think? These are imaginary? No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna shock the world. It's gonna bring people to their knees. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is this? What have I been told? I thought everything was under control. I thought I just lived in a bad. Why is everything bad? Because they created the bad. That's why." Hey, welcome to True Reporting Live. Who is this and where are you from?
Oh, hi. My name is Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
I am from Arkansas.
What's up? Welcome out.
Wow.
What's on your mind tonight?
Well, I wanted to just kind of talk about something that nobody knows about. I work for a corporation that catalogs people through their insurance.
All right.
When you sign a HIPAA form, your insurance company then can send your records to whomever. Your records are then cataloged and coded, and the government's purchasing and paying and selling all of your information.
Sure.
If you have insurance.
Sure.
And nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Sick, isn't it?
But I didn't know if that'd be something talkable or not.
No, I mean, it's always topical. I mean, all of our information. I remember my parents. They're like, I don't want to, online shop or whatever, and then they do it, but they're very skeptical of it. And I'm just like, your information's already gone. All of our information is gone.
You signed up.
It's all gone. What are you gonna do about it? You gonna get it back? You gonna fix it? No. You're gonna live with it. That's what you're gonna do. They have your information. They have everyone's information on this planet. They're selling it overseas for God knows what. I don't know, for AI or something. I don't know. Hopefully we don't get to that point.
That's the whole purpose. But that's the whole purpose of insurance, is to catalog you and follow you.
Sure.
And to see who you're connected with. And now they're asking questions on the exams when you go to see your doctor. I mean, they're pushing you to go see your doctor 2 times a year now. And used to, nobody went to the doctor unless they were really sick. And now they're like, come in for your wellness exam. We'll pay you. And they're paying people.
Sure.
However, if it's turned, they can't pay. It's
crooked. They're thieves. They're thieves, and they're selling our information for cash. They're pieces of garbage, and and there's no escaping that.
It's the government purchasing it.
Sure. Yeah. So I mean, what do they do with that? What do they sell it? What are they doing with that information?
They're following you.
Well, I mean, there's 7.8 billion people on this planet. I think it's more than just following. I think it's more sinister.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, just like when you put your TVs and your phones and in your house.
I have an Alexa
you went
in my
ahead
house.
and put the monitoring device.
Sure.
You went ahead. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to?
What's that?
I said, who am I talking to?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
Is this Thomas?
Yeah.
No way. I'm
Yeah.
talking to Thomas. Oh, I thought I was a pre-screener. My goodness. Hi.
No. You go straight to the source. A screener. This is a one-man
my
show.
goodness.
Yeah. No. This is. I have Alexa in my house. I gave up. I said, I got smart TVs. I got an Alexa. People are like, "What are you, part of it?" No, but I can't hide from it. I have credit cards. I have a debit card. I have a bank account. I have insurance. Gone. Blood types, whatever the hell you want. They have everything. What am I going to do? I can't do anything about it. Right? So I'm going to go in. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to say, Alexa, what's the temperature outside? Whatever. Alexa, what's my blood type?
I think it would help if we were to leave the system.
It's too late. Leave the system.
No, but really, you find more peace within yourself when you do. You find your peace again.
I'm at peace.
You are at peace? That's good.
I'm at peace. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not dwelling. I'm not going to dwell. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm not going to go off the grid or, lose my mind in a post office or something. No, I'm here. This is just what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just wanted to put it out there about the insurance and what it's actually grabbing from people.
I get it.
Yeah, and that could be, and through that could also be identity theft because they put all your demographics in that, and only half of your records are recoded by Americans. The rest of it's sent overseas.
Sure.
It's just, wow.
Sick.
But I just wanted to put that out there about the insurance. Thank you, Thomas.
All right, sweetie. Thank you. That's going to end the show, guys. Thank you so much for calling in. Have a great New Year's. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So, again, my friends, that is the show. If everyone right now would, there's over 1,100 people in here. If you want to donate $1 or $2 to support this platform, I would greatly appreciate it. You can go to the PayPal. You can go to the Super Chat down below. $1 or $2 from 1,100 people. What's $1, right? It's free information. It's a free platform. So, do what you want to. We got PayPal, Patreon, whatever you need to do. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out a ton. I don't want to harp on it too much. But, this is free information. And it's better than CNN. It's better than what you watch at the gym, right? I hope you're back at the gym because, that should be your resolution, man. Get right with God. Get healthy, right? Lay off the bad habits. Start now. Get right. Get cut. Get lean. Summertime will be here in a minute. Do it. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed tonight. I thank everyone who left a like. Leave a like. Come on. Who's afraid to leave a like? Thank you, John Knight. I appreciate it for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it, man. Leave a like. What's the big deal? There's no big deal. Time Travel, what's up, my man? Thanks for the reporting. I appreciate it. It is huge. This is a big crowd tonight. I'm glad you guys came out and hung out big time. And whatever. We're killing it. 2020 is going to be amazing. Get ready. We're back on. Yeah, I like that, Mikey D. Stop eating McDonald's. I get that too. Again, guys, this weekend, or not this weekend, but this Friday, I believe, 100%, we'll be back with Linda, Beyond the Headlines, so she'll be back on. I think we're looking for a topic as of right now. Might want to look into that guy, Edgar Casey. Gonna look into that. Bjorn Beats, can't send you the link. Twitter. All right, my man, I will check that out. Thank you so much again for that super chat. Let me see if I can bring that up, and I'll just pull it offline real quick. Yeah. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, I can't do that right now, my man. I really hope I did not just crash that. Are we still up? Okay, yeah, we're still good. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a great podcast, great live stream. Thank you for everyone who left a like. Do that right now, please. Everyone who called in, thanks to all the mods who are out there and did their part. I greatly appreciate it. Again, there's a podcast out. It's doing really good numbers, right? Why does Mr. Hanks want out? It's coded. So check it out. Good information on there. I will talk to you all very soon. Tomorrow will be a new podcast. Wednesday and Friday, we'll do a live stream, and on Friday with Linda. And I think this Saturday, I'm going to be on Red Pill 78 stream. So check me out there as well. Hey, we're going, excuse the expression, balls to the wall. We're going crazy on this channel, my friends. We're going to start showing you some new stuff. I'm going to get some new tech stuff. So you guys support this. You guys are the lifeline of this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Brenda Verzani, thank you so much. Meet you under the tree of life. I will meet you there. Thank you so much, Brenda, for that super chat. Very sweet of you. Guys, again, leave a like, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful, beautiful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.